Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today. Some days are just full of little projects, and that's what this video is about. No formal type of training that I'm trying to teach you or anything like that, but just everyday life. And so we have this is my favorite scent. I love locusts. I love locust trees, the blooms. I love roses, and I love lily of the valley. I love pansies, all of these flowers. And so what I'm doing today is I'm going to go ahead and press these to make cards this winter, along with so many other little projects today. Slowing down for me means trying new skills. This flower press was given to me about a year ago, and I never used it. And I thought, today is the day. I'm going to start with the old-fashioned art of pressing flowers. There's something deeply comforting about the old-fashioned art of pressing flowers. Long before modern decorations and digital photographs, people preserved little pieces of nature by carefully tucking blooms between pages of heavy books. It was a simple practice, but one filled with patience, beauty, and meaning. Pressing flowers are often done quietly. Fresh blossoms were gathered in the early morning when the dew had dried, and the flowers were carefully arranged between pieces of paper pressed beneath heavy books. Wooden boards or handmade presses. What makes pressed flowers so special as their delicate beauty dries, it doesn't fade. From the garden, they're telling a story. Their colors often soften and their petals flatten, and somehow they become timeless. They remind us to slow down and appreciate the simple things that often pass by too quickly. As I am getting into the art of pressing flowers, I decided to grow some flowers by seed that I had for about 3 years now, these seeds, and they will give such beautiful flowers. Today I am also planting the garden huckleberry. For $3 you get a large pack of seeds, and that gave me over 25 plants. Now these are a little different than the wild huckleberries. They're garden huckleberries, but they have a beautiful flavor when cooked down into jam and jelly. I'm really excited to have the old-fashioned jams that were on the kitchen table and on the pantry shelves back in the 18 and 1900s. In this fast-moving world, growing these things teaches us patience. It reminds us that beauty doesn't have an expensive or complicated taste. Sometimes the most meaningful traditions are the quietest ones. Gathering blooms, preserving food, and enjoying the beauty long after the summer has passed. Going back to the old ways of living are often going back to the slow ways of living. And while the modern world is an amazing world to live in, there's parts of it I really don't find attractive anymore. I just want to be in my own space, creating my own happiness, one day at a time. My garden is flourishing and blooming, and I'm already harvesting many herbs. I got rid of the electric dehydrators, and so I will be drying my herbs the old-fashioned way, hanging them in paper bags on the rafters. It's not one thing or two things. It's a combination of daily living, a combination of doing what you can with what you got. On days that we are very tired, maybe we don't do quite as much work that days. And on days that we feel really inspired, we get a lot of work done. As my husband is finishing up all of the edging, we are going to move towards mulching in the next week. It's surprising the little things turn into big things, and before you know it, you turn around and look and say, wow, I really got it done. I'm going to use the marigolds that I have saved last year. We're just going to fill this in really thick. See if I can get something growing in here. This is kind of an eyesore back here because nothing ever grows right. So we're just going to see if we can get the marigolds to grow. This would be really pretty if I could get things to grow in it. And I saved all of this. I have two close friends. Their names are Cheryl and Evie. And Evie is at home a lot, and she enjoys scouring the internet and looking for bunny rabbits. Cheryl and Evie know that bunny rabbits make my heart glad. I love frogs and turtles and bunny rabbits and birds and all kinds of animals. And I have a whimsical garden and property where I tuck all of these beautiful animals in amongst everything else that I have.